Welcome to our strategic analysis of Walmart, one of the world's largest and most influential retail organizations. In this presentation, we'll examine Walmart's current position in a rapidly evolving global market and explore how the company can strengthen its competitive advantage, particularly in international expansion and e-commerce. We're going to highlight key insights from our SWOT and TOES analysis, evaluate leadership and organizational strategies, and present a forward-looking plan designed to enhance Walmart's global reach and cultural adaptability. Our goal is to provide clear, practical recommendations that is going to support long-term growth while enforcing Walmart's mission of delivering value to customers worldwide. When we look at the historical performance of Walmart, several key strategic insights stand out. First, Walmart's growth and scale have been foundational to its success. The company has evolved from a discount retailer into a global powerhouse, expanding into supermarkets, international markets, and now e-commerce. This reinforces that scale, and it cost leadership remain core strengths. Second, Walmart has undergone a major e-commerce transformation. Significant investments in online retail, curbside pickup, and delivery have allowed it to be a better compete in a digital-first environment. Moving forward, integration of digital and physical operations will be critical. Third, Walmart's supply chain excellence continues to be a major competitive advantage. Its use of advanced logistics, RFID, and automation supports efficiency at a massive scale. Additionally, it cost leadership strategy centered around everyday low prices. It still defines its brand, although it must evolve with inflation and sustainability pressures. Finally, areas like sustainability and workforce perception highlight growing expectations. These must shift from supporting efforts to core strategic priorities. Overall, Walmart's history shows a company that does succeed with adapting while staying true to its core strengths.
The cool thing was that I got to use AI to fix the hand.
Bentonville functions less as a corporate address than as the cultural center of gravity.
And I got like
The
the
farther a
tag
store
off
sits
of
from
the sleeve, but like that
the
second
harder that
photo,
gravity holds.
it's a good photo.
The thesis?
Obviously, like the background
Walmart's
could use some
centralized
work, but it's a
operating
good photo.
system is a powerful domestic asset but a poor export product. The model presupposes suburban car-based shopping, permissive zoning, and sufficient store density to justify a distribution center. It traveled well to Mexico, where the 1991 CIFRA joint venture became Walmex, which today is the largest private employer in the country.
Well, the sleeve was like this.
It traveled very poorly to Germany, where strict zoning, co-determination law, and Aldi made the playbook impossible. Nor and aren't characterized Germany as a textbook failed market entry.
This is not like
Walmart
Yeah,
imposed
professional.
mandatory morning cheers,
but it was an
English at
example. I
headquarters,
happened
and a
to
no
have on that.
fraternization policy that German courts eventually threw out. Combined with South Korea, Walmart exited in 2006 at nearly $2 billion in losses, and the
I'll tell you what,
$282 million FCPA settlement
The
in
first dude I'm
2019
thinking
revealed
I'll
a
get
second failure mode.
is the one
When
I'll use the
Bentonville
most is the
loosened
navy
control
blue,
to
because
enable
that's what I'm
rapid
going
growth,
to be needing to wear.
it
into
lost
the office.
oversight of local conduct entirely. The pattern, the system
Yeah, I
scaled
need
through
to do
local
research
adoption
on
and
actually
partnership, never through cultural
the best
imposition.
brands, but I have
To analyze Walmart's external environment, we conducted a pest analysis looking at political, economic, social, and technological factors that influence its operations. From a political standpoint, Walmart faces significant regulatory complexity due to its presence in multiple international markets and its use of third-party marketplaces. This can create legal and reputational risk. In addition, the company has faced regulatory actions and settlements, including recent scrutiny from the Federal Trade Commission, which highlights the ongoing importance of compliance and governance across operations. Economically, Walmart is directly impacted by factors such as tariffs, inflation, and changing global trade policies. Recent tariff pressures from the Trump administration have increased costs and influenced pricing strategies. Walmart has also worked to diversify its supply chain away from heavy reliance on China. At the same time, the company tends to perform strongly during economic downturns as consumers shift toward lower-cost retailers. Socially, Walmart operates in a complex environment shaped by evolving consumer expectations around ethics, sustainability, and corporate responsibility. The company has faced criticism related to labor practices, community impact, and environmental concerns, while also adjusting its policies in response to broader political and cultural pressures, and this is seen through their DEI initiatives. Technologically, Walmart continues to invest heavily in e-commerce and digital transformation to compete with companies like Amazon. While past initiatives like Jet.com were discontinued, current efforts focus on strengthening online operations. More recently, Walmart has also integrated AI tools like its internal assistant Wally to improve efficiency in merchandise and data-driven decision-making. Overall, these factors show that Walmart's strategy is heavily shaped by regulatory pressure, global economic conditions, shifting consumer expectations, and rapid technological change.
Porter's framework measures how much profit an industry can sustain. Porter also defined 3 generic strategies: cost, leader, differentiator, and niche focus. Trying to do all 3 leaves you stuck in the middle.
That's exactly what I'm
3
planning on
forces
doing.
are pressuring
And
Walmart
then I'll
hard.
also use AI.
Firepower is high with negligible switching costs. Substitution is very high with Amazon, dollar stores, and Aldi attacking from different angles. Rivalry is very high with 5 competitors attacking simultaneously from structurally different positions. 2 forces still protect the company. New entry is low to moderate, supplier power is low. Walmart's $524 billion in revenue is larger than the top 5 competitors combined, and 80% of sales flow through owned distribution centers. Punchline is strategy evolution. Under Walton, Walmart was textbook cost leadership, with distribution costs roughly half of competitors' rates. McMillan, taking over in 2014, inherited a company stuck in the middle. Tan warns that hybrid strategies risk failing at both. The forward path is integrated cost leadership and differentiation, funded by Walmart Connect, the marketplace, and Walmart Plus. Whether this hybrid proves durable is the test of the next decade.
Walmart's innovation strategy can really be broken into 2 areas: improvement and transformation. In terms of improvement, Walmart is using AI to enhance inventory forecasting, demand prediction, and overall supply chain efficiency. These improvements allow the company to operate more precisely and reinforce its cost leadership strategy. In terms of transformation, Walmart is using more advanced technologies to change how it operates and interacts with customers. A key example is digital twins. These are virtual replicas of stores that allow Walmart to identify and solve problems before they happen. At the same time, AI is being used to improve customer service and create more personalized shopping experiences across both physical and digital platforms. Together, these 2 sides show that Walmart is not only improving efficiency, but also actively transforming the retail experience. And ultimately, it allows Walmart to remain competitive across markets that operate in very different ways. To analyze Walmart's business segments, we use the BCG matrix to evaluate market growth and market share across its core operations. In the low growth, high market share category, Walmart US and Sam's Club represents the company's core cash generating businesses. Walmart US is the dominant segment, has strong national coverage and consistent growth supported by its large store network and supply chain efficiency. Similarly, Sam's Club continues to grow steadily, which is supported by its membership model and ongoing improvements in customer experience. Together, these segments provide stable revenue and reliable cash flow for the company. In the high-growth, low market share category, Walmart International operates in expanding global markets but faces inconsistent competitive positioning. While e-commerce expansion is driving growth in these regions, Walmart has struggled to maintain strong or stable market share in certain countries, and it remains exposed to currency and economic volatility. In the high growth, high market share category, Walmart's e-commerce and omnichannel operations stand out as a key growth driver. The company's investment in digital retail, delivery, and pickup services has significantly strengthened its online presence and positioned it as a major competitor in the e-commerce space. This has strong momentum in sales growth. Finally, in the low growth, low market share category, general merchandise such as apparel and electronics operates in highly competitive and saturated markets. These categories face strong pressure from competitors like Amazon and Target and have more limited growth potential compared to Walmart's core and digital segments. Overall, Walmart should continue investing in high growth, high share segments like e-commerce, while using its strong cash generating businesses like Walmart US and Sam's Club to fund any future growth.
It's awesome.
Macmillan's central challenge is that satisfying stakeholders who have been underserved requires investments that reduce the burdens on shareholders instead. While the competitive environment demands heavy spending on e-commerce, shareholders watch the stock underperform Target and Costco for a decade. The Walton ownership provides stability to Wall Street's lukewarm sentiment constrained appetite for margin investment.
Like building my knowledge.
The stock
on,
dropped over 10%
specifically
after
like
wage
framing
hike was
and
announced.
posing
Employees and
postures,
communities are the most neglected under the traditional model. Funds
just
Macmillan
take
needs.
really good photos of the iPhone because I'm not going to go and buy like an expensive game. You know what I mean?
Near poverty wages produce poor in-store experience. The $1 billion investment in wages, training, and department managers was a clear acknowledgement that labor can no longer be minimized.
Well, we're down in the
Pushback now
keys,
translated
for
into
sure. I'm gonna
growth
get.
opportunities.
I'll get some pictures
Customers
of me. I'll
continue
get
to
some pictures of me and
prioritize
you.
low
We'll get some
prices, but
pictures of
increasingly
balcony.
demanded
We'll get
experience
some
Walmart does
pictures
not
of the
deliver.
pool.
They rank
I have
last
some
on the
ideas of like
American
cool
Consumer
pictures we can get
Satisfaction
on the
Index,
sailboat,
even behind
on
seawalls.
in the
Geographic
pool,
convenience is the
those
real
are
lock-in.
great.
60% of the U.S.
The
lives
porch or balcony or whatever
within
you
5
want
miles of
with
a
a cigar.
Walmart.
That's another great thing.
Suppliers occupy a unique
But what I
position. Despite
realized that I've
aggressive
been learning about it
negotiations,
is
they
it's
consistently rank
actually
Walmart the
easier to
number one
take better
retail
photos and then
mainly because of the volume and retail
it's really the
data
editing
access.
that is what
This
like makes it
dependency
good.
is
So long as you
structural,
just
and
get
it
the
depends
framing and
on
the
Walmart maintaining
pose right
volume that
and the
makes this
posture.
Walmart.
A lot of those like crazy good photos you see. If you're gonna do it, I guess at
VRIO is
least
Barney's framework.
dress
Test
quality.
resources against 4 criteria: valuable, rare,
Anyways,
inimitatable, and organized to capture value. Only resources passing all 4 yield sustained competitive advantage. Sustained advantage clusters around the physical asset layer, the distribution
that's
network
awesome.
with cross-docking, the 4,700 plus
so I'm working on my Instagram.
EDLP backed by scale economics, supplier bargaining power, Bentonville culture, and superset format.
Have you decided? Is
These
that what,
reinforce
have you
each other
decided what you
would require billions and decades to replicate. Competitive parity covers Sam's Club, where Costco
We could,
dominates, and the
if you're gonna do the last name, you could do a
15
little something
wages,
around it.
we
I
can
still think the
organize
Sparrow
that
is a super
dimension.
cool idea.
Temporary advantage covers retail link and private label brands. Amazon's Vendor Central and Aldi's near total private label model demonstrate their imitative.
Yeah.
Competitive disadvantage is e-commerce.
Well, I can-
5.3% U.S. share against
You like-
Amazon's
How do you
38.7.
feel about American Voice?
Jet.com wound down without ever reaching profitability. This
American
pattern
Voice
explains the
that is.
dilemma the case for brands. Macmillan needed to upgrade the customer experience and close the digital gap without sacrificing the cost motive the physical asset resources made possible.
So looking at the SWOT and TOES analysis for Walmart, a few things really stand out. On the strength side of things, Walmart's biggest advantage is its scale. It's a massive global presence, strong brand recognition, and is one of the most efficient supply chains in the industry. That is what allows them to stick to their everyday low price strategy and stay competitive. But those same strengths also create some weaknesses. Because Walmart focuses on heavily on low prices, profit margins do stay thin. On top of that, there are ongoing challenges with workforce management and not a lot of differentiation compared to competitors. Looking externally, these are some strong opportunities. E-commerce growth, automation, and delivery service give Walmart room to expand and evolve. But at the same time, the threats are real. Competitors such as companies like Amazon and Target and Costco, they continue to push competition. And rising costs and economic uncertainty does make things easier. It doesn't make things easier. So when we connect to this TOE analysis, the big takeaway is that Walmart is used to its scale and logistic strength to fully capitalize on e-commerce growth, while also improving employee experience and finding ways to stand out more in the market. Overall, it's about evolving without losing what already makes Walmart successful. Key capabilities. So for Walmart to really succeed internationally, it's not just about expanding locations, it's about strengthening the right capabilities. So first, Walmart's global supply chain and logistics is a huge advantage. They're already operating one of the most efficient systems in the world, and scaling globally helps keep products moving quick and with low cost. So second is cost leadership in the price strategy. Walmart's identity is built on low prices, so maintaining that edge in international markets is critical in staying competitive. Third, data analytics and technology integration. Walmart uses data to understand customer behavior, manage inventory, and also improve decision making, which becomes even more important across the different countries. Fourth, the omni-channel retail capabilities. Customers expect a seamless experience between online and in-store shopping, so strengthening that connection globally is key. Finally, the cross-cultural management and localization. This is one of the biggest areas for growth. Walmart must adapt to local cultures, preferences, and business practices to succeed truly in the international market. Overall, combining these strengths will better cultural awareness will help Walmart stay competitive in a long-term goal in a global scale.
UVA would have been better.
Roughly
But
90% of the
William & Mary
U.S.
is a good
population already lives within 10 miles of a Walmart, and new stores cannibalize about 1% of same-store sales annually.
Yeah.
Domestic
The
organic
cool thing
growth
about
is in
William
its
& Mary
series,
is then I'll be able to
making
do a
mergers and
full MBA
acquisitions a
program.
structural
Like if I do William &
necessity
Mary,
rather than a
they
strategic
have a
luxury.
master's program.
The track
where
record
I
is
go
mixed
for
with
3
pattern
years.
is instructive.
First of all, they have a study abroad.
The wins were all
Definitely good.
acquisitions
Second of all,
where
they have a
Walmart
master's
largely
program
got out of the
where
way.
you do an extra
Cifra in
year,
Mexico,
and then you come
Woolco in
out with a
Canada,
master's degree.
ASDA in the
So I'll
US
do
and
that, go
UK.
into the workforce for
Flipkart in
25 years,
India
and
for
then come out
$16
with
billion
my
in
MBA.
2018, which
And
extended
with
the
all of
logic
that,
to
if I get a
digital
good job
without
after that,
exporting the physical
then when I go for
model.
my MBA, I'll
The
be
losses
looking at like
cluster in
Harvard
U.S. digital
type of
natives.
situation.
Jet.com cost $3.3 billion in 2016, never reached profitability, and was shut down in
I can't wait.
2020.
I'm going to tell you all about it when I'm down
Trujillo
for it.
and
Sure,
colleagues documented that Walmart's
speak at
internal
length about it.
valuation ceiling for Jet was roughly $2 billion before auction dynamics pushed the price up. Bonobos and
Yes, I do.
Mott similarly destroyed value. Forward, the discipline is capability extending acquisitions.
He's going to
Vizio
Japan.
for $2.3 billion in 2024 brought 19 million connected TV accounts into Walmart Connect. High margin digital revenue without new physical infrastructure.
Yeah, I was talking to Tim about it.
This slide proposes a
We
three-phase
will. That
international
is something that
strategy
we will
through
definitely
2030.
again talk at length
The
about
guiding principle
when
drawn from
everything keys with
everything
y'all. I'm actually going to bring my computer
and
down.
every loss in
Not that I'm going to
Walmart's
be on my
history.
computer all the time,
Why a
but when
strong
we
local
have
operator?
some
Give
free
them
time, like when
genuine
there's some
autonomy
downtime, I'm going to
and let
start
the
doing
brand
research.
serve the market
Yeah, I'm
rather
going to start
than
doing some
the way
research
around.
so that I have you and
Phase
Tim
one
in, so
institutionalizes
that while I'm doing my research for the Europe,
country teams get
I can get
formal
y'all's
authority
input
over
on like
format,
just
fresh
getting y'all
food,
self
and promotional
starting to
materials.
get an idea.
Model on Walmart's multi-format structure, a 70% local leadership published
Oh,
experts.
we have tons. We have tons to talk about. We have tons to do while I'm down there. It's going to be sick. It's going to be awesome. Also, we got to do the
and
walks
country
of the
level
bike
grants
ride
audit
for
and
sure.
audits. Because the FCPA settlement showed that loosening control without strengthening governance produces a different failure. Phase two is acquisition-led growth in markets where the cultural brand already holds.
Yeah.
Vietnam through Win Commerce.
Oh yeah, I'm going to do it.
Through Pure Gold.
Because I'm.
Colombia through Info.
That's what I'm saying. It's the only time I do it. It's the only time I do it. So I'm just going to say, fuck it. And I'm just going to do
The
it.
boards are equally important. Germany, South Korea, Japan, and Thailand. Markets where the
Exactly.
cultural gap is fatal.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to take it. 100% I'm just going to do it. So it's not. Don't worry.
Walmart has always used a centralized structure, which helps keep things efficient and low cost. But as things shift more towards e-commerce and customer service experiences, they need to be more flexible. A good solution is a hybrid structure, basically keeping strong leadership at the top, but giving more power to the regional and the store managers. This helps the stores respond faster to local customer needs. They also should flatten the structure a bit and improve teamwork between departments like the online and in-store operations. There might be some challenges at first, but just like adjusting to new roles overall, the change would help Walmart stay competitive and improve the customer service. So really, it's all about balancing control with flexibility.
So now that we've looked at how Walmart is restructuring internally from Mache, the next question is how those changes actually impact the way value is created across the business. Walmart's value chain does not need to be rebuilt, but it does need to be strategically reconfigured to support sustainable international growth. The company's core advantages in logistics, technology, and cost leadership remain powerful global assets. However, our analysis shows that these strengths only translate into competitive advantage abroad when the customer-facing elements of the value chain are adapted to local markets. The most critical shift is toward a hybrid operating model. Store-level execution must be decentralized. This gives country teams full authority over assortment, pricing, and store formats. This ensures that Walmart is not imposing a standardized model, but instead aligning directly with local consumer behavior and expectations. Marketing and customer engagement must also be fully localized. A one-size-fits-all global approach is not sufficient in culturally diverse markets. Instead, messaging, promotions, and customer interaction strategies should reflect local norms and shopping preferences. On the supply side, procurement must be restructured to increase reliance on local sourcing, particularly for fresh and culturally sensitive product categories. This improves responsiveness, enhances relevance, and strengthens Walmart's integration into local economies. At the same time, Walmart should preserve centralized control over its logistics and technology infrastructure to maintain scale efficiencies. However, these systems must be designed with enough flexibility to operate effectively across different regulatory environments, infrastructure constraints, and urban market structures. Finally, decision-making authority must shift closer to the market. We need to empower regional leaders to improve speed, responsiveness, and execution quality in our international operations. Overall, the value chain transformation is clear. Walmart must operate a dual structure. It needs to be centralized where scale creates efficiency and decentralized where local adaptation creates a competitive advantage. In conclusion, our recommended long-term growth strategy for Walmart is to move toward a globally integrated but locally responsive international model. While its scale, cost leadership, and supply chain efficiency are major strengths, sustaining international growth will require a stronger ability to adapt to diverse local markets. This strategy emphasizes greater cultural understanding, increased regional autonomy in decision-making, and more tailored execution by market. Implementing these changes would position Walmart to better convert its global capabilities into consistent international performance and support long-term growth over the next decade. Thank you.